No way! So this right here is the biggest captive king cobra. But if we come back in and he's fixated again, we can do this. Okay, so we've tracked down the man who has the biggest king cobra here in Kalimantan. It's not a Borneo series unless we film the king of the jungle, these giant king cobras, the most impressive snake that I've ever worked with and the world's largest venomous snake as well. So we're here with Manda Patulang,
Okay.
my man.
Thank you.
And we're going to be going on some crazy adventures today before we actually leave Borneo. But before we do that, we thought we'd come out here to this palm oil plantation because in the creeks surrounding this area is a giant species of freshwater turtle that I haven't seen too many people film online before. It's actually a delicacy here that a lot of people eat in this village and they get massive. So we're going to be walking through this area barefoot, trying not to lose any fingers or toes on this last adventure here in Borneo and seeing if we can track one down.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Okay, this is to Miller, Mr. Miller. Okay.
Terima kasih.
Okay, this.
So this is what we're going to be using to actually find these turtles.
Mr. Miller. Nah, ini buat saya.
Because they're buried in the mud out here.
Okay, kita langsung ke bawah. Wow, woo, Miller, I come.
So in the mud is the perfect habitat that these big soft-shell turtles would be living in. And they're a species that I've never found, but I've always wanted to find because they get up to this big size. Back in Australia, we don't have freshwater turtles that get this big. The technique that we're using to find these turtles is we've got these sticks right here and we're poking in the mud. And if you feel something that's hard, often it's the shell of this turtle. Although they're called a soft-shell turtle, it feels a lot different than sticking it down in the sand like this. This guy's crazy. Nothing else I would rather be doing than being chest deep in the mud looking for turtles here in Borneo with the locals. And it's a much different way to finding turtles than I ever have before. You know, back in Australia, most of the turtle species that we have back there won't actually bury themselves in the mud like this. So it's completely new to me, but I love learning these techniques from the locals. Yeah, it's cool to see the techniques that they've been using for hundreds of years to catch these species in the wild. No luck in this stream, but we're gonna try over the other side. Okay.
Wow.
And now my turn.
Nah, lihat nih suaranya. Ada suara? Ya?
A turtle?
Yes. Suara.
That's a turtle.
Okay. You try it as well.
Can I touch it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is actually a turtle.
Yes,
You can feel its slimy shell. When we're trying to catch mud crabs back in Australia, you have to put your hand in kind of a fist and feel around, try to find out what part of their body is sitting where, because same as the mud crabs back in Australia, one wrong move and you're losing a finger.
Jadi kita harus hati-hati saat mengambil hewan seperti ini.
Yeah.
Takutnya kita tergigit. Ya, berbahaya banget.
Yeah, so what I'm doing now is I'm watching
Okay.
what Manda is actually doing right now because he's been doing this for a long time, catching these soft-shell turtles. Whoa! There's his tail. Tail?
Atas, hati-hati. Awas, awas. Ya. Okay.
There's his tail.
Yes.
Look at that. Whoa! No way! Whoa! Watch out!
Besar banget. Big,
Soft-shell
it's big.
turtle.
Yes. Oh, wow.
Whoa!
Oke, teman-teman. Jadi labi-labi seperti ini memang tinggalnya di pasiran dan ini termasuk hewan yang sangat langka ditemukan. Okay, it's big.
Okay,
Okay.
it's massive. That is so much cooler than I thought. Good job, Manda.
Saya
Amazing.
capek.
Oh, and you're actually looking at this turtle's mouth right now.
tired.
Looking at this turtle's mouth right now, it's got like a beak. It's not teeth or anything. And you can see why people do lose fingers or toes getting bitten by a turtle this big. And the fact that they're just sitting in these rivers out here is insane.
Oke, kita coba gigitan ya, gigitannya. Ow, ow.
We'll try the bite.
Okay, yes. This, yes.
Oh, you wanna,
Yes,
okay.
kamera. Okay. Oh. Wow.
Oh, if that was your finger, not only is it grabbing it, but it's going straight back into its shell, retracting that neck. And matter of fact, you gotta be careful how you hold these turtles because that neck can come around and bite you from all the way out here to all the way around the other side of the shell as well. But mate, that is so cool. Now there's different species of soft-shell turtle all around the world, but this one right here is the Malayan soft-shell turtle?
Yeah.
Yeah, or forest soft-shell turtle. And the reason why they get that name soft-shell turtle is because look at this, look at its shell at the back there. That is absolutely crazy. It's soft and it feels kind of like maybe almost like a stingray. Yeah, turtles are one of my favorite animals to find out here. And it's so cool to tick off another species out here in these little rivers in Borneo. Beautiful animals. Yeah, I'll pass you the turtle. There you go. So now that Manda has actually taught me how to do this, we're going to be continuing up this river and trying to get me one myself. So that's so cool. Good job.
Good job.
High five.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
See you, mate.
Okay, bye-bye.
Whoa!
Oh.
Whoa! 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 Woo! Thing about these turtles, right, is you're walking around, it's similar to the stonefish back in Australia. They're living landmines. If you put your foot in front of their face, you're most likely going to lose either a big chunk of your leg or a toe. So that's why we're being really careful with these sticks.
Jadi teman-teman, di sini adalah lokasi biasanya labi-labi atau bulus melintas di seperti ini dan sering ditemukan oleh warga sekitar. Jadi kita langsung terus sampai atas sana.
The soft-shell turtle usually seen, and then all of our people around here usually go to this area to
see them.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me that they're just sitting in these creeks, hey? We've been feeling around like this and you're hitting so many other sticks and logs, but that's why you have to go down with your hands and check. So, Manda's just gone to chase that turtle up there, and I think I've found another one. Maybe.
Yes.
That's another turtle right there. So my hands are under this turtle right now, but being very careful because people have lost fingers and toes from catching this species, and he is so buried in the mud. Okay. Ready? Oh, its head was right there. Take a look at this. This is a massive turtle. No way. Look at that animal. The soft shell turtle. Okay. That is literally as big as a sea turtle.
Aku nggak mau. Ya. Oke, teman-teman. Jadi
I did not think they got this big.
ini adalah labi-labi yang cukup besar dan ini monsternya nih. Cukup besar. Berapa beratnya? Kira-kira beratnya 30 kilo.
How much it weigh?
Yeah, how much?
Yes.
20 kilo, you think?
Mungkin 20 kilo.
20 kilo. Okay, yes.
It feels like it. So the crazy thing about that catch, right, is I was just saying before, you have to work out where the turtle's head is so that you don't lose a finger. And where I stuck my arm under was right beneath its head, but it didn't bite me, luckily. Turtle of this size, mate, it's literally the size of a sea turtle. It's absolutely crazy that this is a freshwater species living in a creek as small as this out here in the forest of Kalimantan. But beautiful animal, very beautiful animal. And I've been learning from the best over here, Manda Patulang.
Okay, thank you.
You should go check out his channel. He does all kinds of stuff like this. And later on today, we're going to be working with King Cobras, but what a cool introduction to this video here in Borneo. This could be the coolest thing that I've filmed. Look at that.
Yes.
Big turtles.
Here, gini, bisa gini.
On the side, you can
Okay. Wow.
So super heavy.
Whoa.
Super heavy.
Very big.
keren ya.
One of the most epic animals we've found on this trip for sure. This trip has been filled with amazing animals, rare species, deadly species. And this guy right here, not only unique, having that soft shell and that awesome head up the front there, but dangerous too, because you could lose digits if you do this too often. And we're gonna get him back in the water.
Whoa.
Whoa! All right, see you
Okay.
later, mate.
Yeah. Okay.
It's probably the most knackered I've ever been after a shoot out here in Borneo. It's seriously tough work, not only crawling through these swamps, but lifting up what could be a 30-kilogram turtle. But I wouldn't have it any other way, mate. Just another beautiful animal that we found out here. So now what we're doing is we're gonna jump in the car, head back and work with some big King Cobras.
Pelan. Oke. Ya, terus ikuti.
Okay, so this right here is the biggest captive King Cobra.
Badai.
Be careful. Here in Borneo. Now what's more dangerous than one King Cobra? To my left right here, we've got two, and they're both massive animals as well. While dealing with this one right here, or vice versa, we've got to keep our eye out for the other one. But they're a beautiful snake. Absolutely amazing snake. And to see one this big is incredible. So from what we know, this King Cobra right here is the largest King Cobra in captivity here in Kalimantan. And just to show you that, although this is a captive snake, it still has massive venom glands that is packed full of one of the most toxic snake venoms on earth. What we're gonna do is actually catch it and milk it on camera and show you this venom up close, see how much venom is inside those glands right now, and see what venom will be pumping into you if you're bitten by this snake out there in the wild, or even here in a controlled environment. So if you wanna grab it, Diaz, yeah?
Could do that.
Okay.
Badai.
Badai.
Badai. This name is Badai.
Badai.
Okay.
Okay,
Ew.
here we go.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for the one behind you as well.
Okay.
Ooh, check that out, guys.
Oh.
Wow. Pumping that cup full of venom straight away. First
Straight away.
bite.
Wih.
Ooh.
That's insane. So this venom right here is toxic enough to kill an elephant, and one drop of it is potent enough to kill 20 of us sitting here right now, which is just crazy. And they have a lot more than just one drop of venom in their venom glands. Maybe a baby one might have one drop, but that right there is enough to ruin many people's days.
Many people, yeah.
Many
And
people.
yeah, usually in one bite, they could deliver like 7 milliliters.
7 milliliters.
7 milliliters in one bite. It's like a one full of teaspoon
Yeah.
in one bite. Imagine if they're chewing on you.
Yeah.
And then press the venom gland.
It'd be,
fully,
yeah,
it will be-
it's all over after that.
Yeah.
So yeah, this snake that we're working with does have venom in those glands right there. So we still need to be very careful, because although it is a captive snake, there is an argument there saying that these ones could be more dangerous. You know, a wild one might come across a person once or twice in its lifetime, but these big snakes every single day, and you only have to be wrong once. So we're not gonna let that happen today.
Yeah.
But what a beautiful snake. All right, do you wanna?
Okay, one more. Yes.
One more?
Yes.
This one over here?
Grab.
Okay, yeah.
Be ready? Camera
Okay,
ready?
ready. Oh.
Oh, that's a lot of venom in there.
This is the venom, guys. Imagine if this deadly liquid come through your skin.
And they truly are the kings of the forest as well, because they're a cannibalistic species. You know, this king cobra over to my left right now is a little bit smaller than this one. I wouldn't doubt if these two met out in the wild that they might actually fight each other. What do you reckon, Diaz? Would a snake of this size try to take down a king cobra that big?
Yeah, they are territorial.
Territorial.
Male. Yeah. So if other male come through their territory, they will definitely fight.
Yeah. And you know, just to get a bit of a size comparison about this snake right now, I think if I touch him, he's gonna end up coming back here. But like, look at this animal, right? It is a massive snake. I reckon it could be around 5 meters long, which is huge for these king cobras. Now, king cobras, there's stories of them growing to 6, 7, 8 meters long out in the wild, but these are all just stories, right? Now, I think it's very possible that there could be 6-meter king cobras. I think 8 might be a little bit far-fetched out there in the wild in a place like India and Thailand, because genetically the cobras from over in those areas do grow bigger.
Yeah.
You come a bit closer, Diaz, as well.
Yeah. You can do it.
So?
Yeah. Wait.
But yeah, this is the world's largest venomous snake. And this one right here is known to be a very aggressive animal. Now, believe it or not, the biggest captive king cobra here in Borneo, ooh, he's fixated on Diaz in front of me right now, but as soon as he tilts his head a bit, he recognizes that, hey, there's someone behind me. But if we come back in, and he's fixated again, we can do this. Picking up the king, the world's largest venomous snake, and a beautiful animal as well. But it's our last day here in Borneo, and we're not going to be doing anything too crazy. I say that while there's a giant king cobra in my hands, but we're going to put him down. Beautiful animal. Okay, now over the years I've found rarer snakes out in the wild. You know, I've found more colorful snakes. I've had more connective experiences with different animals, but this right here, the king cobra, is my favorite snake, and snakes are my favorite animal. And I feel so blessed every time I come over here to the wildlands of Indonesia, working with these snakes, whether they're wild or whether they're captive like this. They're just beautiful animals, and they're unlike any other species that we have out in the wild, because they're the world's largest venomous snake. And you know, that posture that they stand up in is just incredible. That giant hood.
Whoa.
Okay, so, you know, every time I come over here to Indonesia, what amazes me is these snakes will go into like a trance-like state while you're working with them. And this is a tradition that the Indonesian people have been doing for a long time, snake charming, working with these big snakes. And there's no room for ego in a place like this, because people can get bitten very easily. But I love coming over here and learning from the locals about how to work with these snakes and the snakes' temperaments.
Okay.
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 We found some of the rarest, some of the most interesting, unique, and deadly species that this country has to offer. Every time I come over here to Borneo, I'm so humbled by the beautiful nature, animals, people, and places that I get to see over here. And it's definitely a place that I'm going to be coming back. There's so many more animals out here that we were talking about on this trip that we're going to try to track down, do some more trips in the future. And yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to the boys, the locals, for guiding me through this awesome adventure and showing you guys some of the most amazing animals from this country. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out
Thank you.
Menda Petualang on YouTube and Diaz Borneo. The boys. All right. Every time we leave Kalimantan, my mind and SD cards are filled with some of the most incredible experiences with animals out there in the wild. And luckily for us, we're not done here yet. Matter of fact, the best is yet to come. The final episodes from this series in this incredible country are coming soon, featuring 2 of the rarest animals on Earth that have never actually been properly filmed before in this country. These are species so rare that no one one actually knows how many are left out in the wild. And once again, thank you so much for supporting me on these travels. Just know that I'll always put everything into creating these videos. And yeah, I really appreciate it. I'll see you all next week.